The Pink Lady. Autumn has always been my favorite time of year. I like the smell of fallen leaves decomposing as they change from beautiful oak red and maple yellow to earthen brown, then crinkle up, dry out, and fall apart, becoming part of the earth itself again. The musky scent of something good baking in nature's oven is the promise of spring, a message of hope. You just have to listen, watch, and smell. I don't play in the leaves as much as I used to, but back then you couldn't keep me out of them. Home by 3, change clothes, milk and cookies, kiss Mom. Out the door, into the woods, head for the tree. Back by 5 for dinner. That was the plan for the Caswell gang every school day. Tom was always first to get to the cherry tree, and he waited on the king's limb until the rest of us got there. Tom was as much a fan of fall as me, but for different reasons. Fall meant fewer leaves to block his view of the woods and anyone who ventured into Caswell territory. On this particular day, I hadn't arrived, and he was scouting for me. "Where is that little squirt?" Tom peered east, back toward the house. The main trail from the cherry tree to the big fork was clear, but his view of the Caswell fork, the trail leading back to our place, was obstructed by thick brush, mostly blackberry bushes, a popular stop for a snack on the way. He was still tying his shoes when I left. Kate started to climb down. She was the one Tom sent back to find me when I got lost. She knew all my favorite spots. Sam was looking south past the foxhole and pointing toward a stand of trees. The foxhole was one of our secret bases, a perfect hideout on a little knob in the middle of the tall grass field. If you were walking in that field, you wouldn't even know it was there. You had to be way up high to see it. We hid in the foxhole when we needed to retreat to a safe spot. "Someone's coming," Sam said. "Kicking up leaves there. I'll bet it's Harry." Binoculars would have helped at times like this, but they were more than our dues could manage, and no one would have wanted to carry them anyway. Tom was pretty hard on guys who lost things they were supposed to be carrying, and we were all at an age when losing things was a profession. Bobby Fay lost 2 jackets the year before, both Steelers jackets. Of course, each time he did, his parents got him another, but at the end of that school year, when the nuns laid out everything from the lost and found and paraded the kids around the gym to reclaim their misplaced belongings, Bobby ended up with 3 identical Steelers jackets, which he grew out of by the end of that summer. "That has to be the little twerp playing in the leaves, but we should check anyway." Tom ordered Wayne and Big Bob to check it out. I heard them coming, but didn't see them right away. I was too busy burying myself in the leaf pile. Big Bob reached in and picked me up. I liked him. "Hi, Bib Bog," I laughed and threw a handful of yellow in his face. It was fun to tease him. "Think you're funny, huh? Let's see how funny you think this is." He tickled me until I nearly peed myself. "Come on, Big Bob." Wayne kicked some leaves around. "Tom's probably watching us." When we got back to the tree, everyone had climbed down. Tom didn't look happy. "You know the plan, right?" he asked me. I smiled up at him and nodded. "So what were you doing taking the long way?" Mary tapped her wristwatch. She was the only one who had one. It was a birthday present from Mom and Dad, and she never let it out of her sight. "We should already be at the woodpile, Tom. You know they'll be cleaning it up tomorrow now that the Shannons' house is done. How will we build the clubhouse without wood?" Braithwaite gave her a shove. "It's a fort, you stupid girl." Kate kicked him in the shin, hard enough that he yelled, "You're stupid, stupid boy." "Cut it out, both of you." Tom looked at me. "So what's the story, Harry?" I ran up and hugged him and didn't let go. He scared me when he yelled like that. He pushed me off him and held me at arm's length, then knelt down so we were eye to eye. "It's okay, twerp. They were just kidding around. What were you doing anyway?" "I saw a pink lady," I said. There was a grasshopper bouncing around my feet, and I tried to reach down and grab it, but Tom wouldn't let go of me. "You saw a pink lady?" I really wanted that grasshopper. They chewed tobacco, and I wanted to see him spit it on my hand. Mary tapped Tom on the shoulder. "Tom, it'll be time to go in soon." "What do you mean you saw a pink lady? Where?" "Over there." I pointed vaguely south, to nowhere in particular. The grasshopper was escaping. Tom was our leader because he was so good at making decisions. Without him, we could have stayed there until dinner trying to figure out what to do, and then gone in for the night without doing anything. But Tom had the perfect solution. "Mary, you and the others go to the woodpile and start bringing the stuff to the fort. I want to check this pink lady thing out." "What about me?" Kate asked. "Someone will have to talk to her." Tom acquiesced. She was right. But Tom had opened the floodgates. Sam pushed in front of her. "Could be a tight spot, you never know." "I'll bet the pink lady's cute." Bobby Fabe spit on his hands and slicked his hair back. He'd seen Tom do that when Bonnie Shadle was coming. "If he's going, I'm going," Wayne announced. And one by one, everyone in the gang had a reason for going with us to see the mysterious pink lady, even Mary. So despite Tom's perfect plan, the entire Caswell gang headed south to find her. The woods went on for miles heading south, way past our territory. Most of us had never been to the southern ends of the woods, and had no idea what we would find there. It was one of those things we talked about, but just hadn't gotten around to. I decided not to tell, but we didn't have to go that far. I was having too much fun being the leader. I led them past the foxhole, the stand of trees, and the tall grass field, jumped Dirty Creek without falling in, and followed the trail toward the jagger bushes. That was one place we didn't play around much. Jaggers were about the worst thing you could get stuck with, worse than a bee sting, and these were the kind that didn't even have blackberries on them. I stopped right in front and pointed to an opening in the bushes, a big opening on the eastern side of the jaggers, hidden in the long shadows of the approaching fall evening. It hadn't seemed so dark before. Now it looked like a cave. "She's in there." Braithwaite started laughing at Tom. "And you believe the little dope. That makes you a big dope." Tom shot a quick glance at Big Bob, and he put Braithwaite in a headlock until he said uncle. Kate looked at me in a funny, mom kind of way. "Harry," she said, just like Mom. I just lowered my head and pointed into the hole in the jaggers. The pink lady was in there all right. "Maybe she's dead," Bobby Fay whispered. "Neat," Wayne said. "Maybe the Martians ate her brain." Sam and the others had all seen invaders from Mars. Mom wouldn't let me go, but when they came back, they told me about it. The Martians ate people's brains the whole movie. Tom said that brains looked like hot dogs, tasted like them too. I stopped eating hot dogs after that. Tom yelled, "Hello!" at the darkness, but it didn't answer him back. Nobody wanted to go into the Jagger cave. Tom pulled out his Zippo lighter and grabbed me by the arm. "This better not be a trick." About 10 feet in, I stopped and pointed ahead. Tom saw it. We all saw it. A pink Corvette convertible with "The Pink Lady" stenciled in black on its side door.